Using cruise control inside of the Nissan Kicks is a very straightforward process, and there are two different types of cruise. So you've got the adaptive cruise control system. So let's say if you have the adaptive cruise set at 100 kilometers an hour or 100 miles per hour, and the car in front of you slows down, yours is automatically going to brake. They change lanes, you change lanes, they pick up speed, it's going to pick you back up to your previously set speed. The second type is traditional cruise control. So let's say if you have it set at 100, car in front of you slows down, yours is not going to brake. So you just have to be paying attention. I'm personally a bigger fan of using the adaptive cruise control system, but that's going to be a matter of preference. So in order to turn it on, what you're going to do is push the button along the right side of the steering wheel. That's going to put you into adaptive cruise control. So you know it's adaptive because you've got this message along the very top, along with all of your safety settings there. But if you turn that off again and then push and hold, that is going to turn you into a traditional cruise control. So you can see along the very bottom, we don't have any of our other safety settings and things like that. So you can toggle it on or off this way. But when you've got the cruise control set, so either way, in order to set your speed, so you've got it turned on, you're then going to push down in order to set your speed. You could then increase or decrease 1 kilometer or 1 mile per hour at a time up and down this way, or push and hold up or push and hold down in order to increase 5 kilometers or 5 miles per hour at a time instead. From there, there's a distance indicator. So it's how close or far are you away from the vehicle that's in front of you. There are 3 unique levels that are available there. And I want you to think of that one like a 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi for how close or far you are away from that leading vehicle. I normally would say level 1 on residential streets or stop and go traffic on highways and interstates. And then you might want to be on level 2, just depending on your own comfort level on highways. And then level 3 if you've got adaptive cruise going and it's snowing outside, just to make sure that you've got enough distance between you and the car that's in front of you. Just by your left knee, there's also a little button here. And that little guy is going to be for your steering assist. The way that that works is that with the adaptive cruise control system turned on, if the vehicle recognizes the lane markings, it's going to keep you perfectly balanced in your lane. So it's not full self-driving, but you can have your hands off the wheel for a few seconds before you get a message inside of the cluster screen telling you that steering is required. So let's go for a live demonstration and I'll show you how the system here actually works. All right, here we go. So, pushing the button in order to turn the system on, and I'm going to set my speed. I'm on a 50 road, so I'm just going to push and hold up in order to get myself to 50. So you can increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time. Let's lower that gap. So again, you can go either, of course, that's all right, fella. Ooh, you can brake at any point in time, and if you brake, so you don't rely on the braking for the adaptive cruise control system, it cancels the speed. So you can push up in order to resume your previously set speed again, eventually going to take you down to a complete stop. So again, toggling cruise control on this way, increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time instead. You could hit the accelerator pedal if it's not going fast enough for you, and then we're cruising. So if the cars in front of me now start to slow down, it's automatically going to start braking for me. And the lanes here are all green because it's recognized the lane marking. So said you could keep your hands off the wheel for a few seconds, but eventually you do get a message inside of the cluster screen telling you that steering's required. And you might notice that these turn off occasionally, so if it doesn't recognize the lane markings, that lane keeping system or the lane following system is not going to work. So that's just something that you have to take into account. So you're toggling the system on or off this way. Once you get to the speed you like, you push down. You could then increase, decrease, 1 kilometer, 1 mile per hour at a time this way. Push and hold down, push and hold up to either increase or decrease 5 kilometers or 5 miles at a time instead. You can hit the brake at any point in time in order to be able to brake yourself. But as I mentioned, once you do, you then have to push up in order to resume your previously set speed again. If you want full walkthroughs, if you want to know how to use all the different steering wheel buttons, go through the cluster screen or the infotainment, you'll find walkthroughs down in the description of this video. But that's how you use the cruise control system inside of the Nissan Kicks.